Hello, welcome to Hands-on Art at Home. I would love to share a story with you today, and this is one of our favourites. It's called What the Ladybird Heard, and it's written by the very clever author that wrote the Gruffalo, which I'm sure you've heard of as well. And all of the pictures were created by a lady called Lydia Monks. Very, very clever lady. Are you ready for our story today? Once upon a farm lived a fat red hen, a duck in a pond, and a goose in a pen, a woolly sheep, a hairy dog, a handsome horse, and a dainty dog, a cat that meowed, and a cat that purred, a fine prize cow. There she is with her rosette, and the farmer, very proud of his cow, and a ladybird. The ladybird is so tiny that I'm going to have to zoom in really close so that you can find her. Can you see her? There she is. And she shows up quite well because she's red on all the green leaves. Very lucky, otherwise we wouldn't be able to see her at all. Red and green are opposite colours on the colour wheel, and artists use this trick all the time in their paintings. Now I'm going to need your help with this bit, because this involves a lot of animal noises. We're going to introduce all of the characters one at a time. The cow said moo, and the hen said cluck. Hiss, said the goose, and quack quack, said the duck. Who else have we got here? I'm going to need your help with this one. Neigh, said the horse. Oink, said the hog. Baa, said the sheep. And woof, said the dog. One cat meowed while the other cat purred. And then they all looked to see what the ladybird was going to say. But the ladybird said never a word. But the ladybird saw and the ladybird heard. What did she see and what did she hear? Well, she saw two men in a big black van with a map and a key and a cunning plan. And she heard them whisper, "This is how we're going to steal the fine prize cow." Goodness me! It's just as well she was hiding up on that leaf near the tree. Oh dear, whatever is she going to do? Well, here's a close-up of the fabulous map that the thieves have got. Isn't it clever? It shows the whole of the farmyard. And we're going to find out how they're going to use it to steal the fine prize cow. So it says here they want to open the gate in the dead of night, pass the horse, and then turn right, round the duck pond, and past the hog. Be careful not to wake the dog. He would raise the alarm, wouldn't he? He'd go woof, 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 and tell the farmer what's happening. Left past the sheep, and then straight ahead and in through the door of the prize cow's shed. Well, that is a wonderful map. And the little spotty ladybird, who never before had said a word, told the animals this is how two thieves are planning to steal the cow. They'll open the gate at dead of night, pass the horse and then turn right, round the duck pond and past the hog, being careful not to wake the dog, left past the sheep, then straight ahead and in through the door of the prize cow's shed. Well, there she is, perched on the nose of the prize cow, who's looking very worried indeed, and everybody else is all gathered around to hear this disastrous news. Oh, well, everybody had something to say about this. The cow said, "Moo, can you help me?" And the hen said, "Cluck, cluck." "Hiss," said the goose. And "Wank, wank, wank," said the duck. "Neigh," said the horse. "Oink," said the hog. "Baa," said the sheep. And "Woof," said the dog. And both the cats began to meow. "We can't let them steal the fine prize cow." Oh, dear me, what a kerfuffle. But the ladybird had a good idea, and she whispered in each animal's ear. Now here they are, all lined up, and she has to visit them each in turn. They get shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter as she goes along. But because she's a ladybird, she doesn't just hop from one to the other. No, goodness me, she goes in a really roundabout loop. The loop, can you trace her journey from animal to animal? She's very, very busy as she goes along, isn't she? Goodness, what a journey to get to all of them. Well, I wonder what her plan could be. Let's see, because tonight's the night. Here they are. At dead of night, the two bad men, Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len. I wonder if you can work out which is which. I think that might be Hefty Hugh and this one might be Lanky Len. What do you think? Well, they opened the gate while the farmer slept, and tiptoe into the farm they crept. So it's all going according to plan at the moment. They've opened the gate, in they go. But then the goose, the hissing goose, said, "Nay!" with all her might. And Len said, "That's the horse. Turn right." And the dainty dog began to quack. "The duck," said Hugh. "We're on the right track." "Oink, oink," said the cats. "Ooh, there goes the hog. Be careful not to wake the dog." "Baa, baa, baa," said the fat red hen. "Ooh, the sheep. We're nearly there," said Len. Then the duck on the pond said, "Moo, moo, moo." "Two more steps to go," said Hugh. When splosh! They both fell into the duck pond. And because of all the noise, well, the farmer woke up and said, "Golly gosh!" And he called the cops, and they came. Do you know what sound a police car makes? It goes, "Nina, Nina, Nina, Nina." And they threw the thieves into their panda car. Look, there's the blue flashing light and everything. Oh, what an adventure! And so the cow said, "Moo," and the hen said, "Cluck." "Hiss," said the goose, and "Quack, quack," said the duck. "Neigh," said the horse. "Oink, oink," said the hog. "Baa," said the sheep. "Woof, woof," said the dog. And the farmer cheered, and both the cats purred. But the ladybird, all the way down here, she never said a word. Goodness me, what an exciting story. Wasn't that wonderful? It's got a lovely bright cover to go with all the lovely bright characters. Well, as you know by now, after our story, we share a painting activity. And I've got all of my equipment here ready. We're going to need brushes, we're going to need our hands because it's a hands-on art activity. But did you know that we have other activities available for you to do as well to go along with the story? And they are all to do with the ladybird. Yes, the hero of the story. So you might pop along to our studio and click and collect a ladybird ceramic character to paint. And I'm going to show you what they look like when they are painted with our glazes and fired, which means we cook them in our special very, very, very hot oven, and they go super shiny. Are you ready to see what they look like? Here we go. Or you might decide that you're going to cover your ladybird character there, this little figure, with foam clay. Or you can use foam clay to make a picture of your own of a ladybird on a ceramic tile. And here's a picture of one of those. There are so many options. But today, just now, we are going to paint some ladybirds on here. So I'm going to pop a little list of all the equipment that you're going to need up on the screen here. And then I'm going to give you a little minute to go and collect everything. All right, off you go. Hello, welcome back. Have you got everything that you need ready for our art activity today? Yeah? So you're going to need some black and some red paint for our ladybird colours, and a brush and your hands. Right, here we go. So I thought to start with, we would do the ladybird when she was resting and sitting on the leaves and listening very carefully to what everybody was saying, especially the villains of the story, Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len. So what we're going to do first is we're going to put the red paint all over one of our hands. I do hope you've got a cloth ready for wiping your hands off afterwards. I know I always have to have one nearby. So I'm going to pop this all over my fingers as well as the palm of my hand and my thumb, and I'm going to keep them all tucked in close together, because when we do the ladybird resting, we're going to do our two handprints over each other like this. Okay, one at a time. So we're going to need one pointing down. I'm going to press nice and hard against the board, against the easel. I'm going to lift it off. There's that one. And I'm going to need to clean my hand. Isn't that funny? I'm using and a lot today. The word and, just like and turned up a lot in the story. And the cow said moo, and the duck said quack. There were lots of ands. You could even go back and count just how many there are and let me know. I need to do my other hand red now, so I'm going to paint the red onto my other hand, onto my left hand. There we go. That means I've got to use my right hand to paint with, which for me is a little bit awkward because I usually do everything with my left hand. So this is good practice to use my other hand. I wonder if you ever try to use your other hand. There we are. So this one is going to go across so that the fingertips join up. I'm going to press, 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 press. Oh, there we are. And it doesn't matter that we've missed a little bit, because on grown-ups this bit of the hand doesn't go flat enough onto the paper, but that's okay because we need to add some decoration to make this look like a ladybird, don't we? Yes, we do. So the first thing that we need to do to turn this to look like a resting ladybird is she needs a lovely big black head. So we're going to dip our paintbrush into the black paint and we're going to pop a lovely semicircle up at the top here. There we are. And then we can put a line down between her wings. And then we can put some lovely big spots on there because ladybirds have spots. And I'm not going to use a paintbrush to make the spots because that's boring. I'm going to use my thumbs. So I'm going to dip my thumb into the black paint and I'm going to put one spot, two spots going in different directions on that side. And on this side, I'm going to see if I can fit 3 in. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then I need a thin brush. So I'm going to get one out of here. There we are. It always helps to have some paintbrushes hanging around because my ladybird needs some antenna. And that's what she uses to feel her way around. They come up out of her head and to listen very carefully. So we're going to put a blob there and go around. And a blob there and go round. And there's our ladybird. Now that's the ladybird resting. If we want to do the ladybird flying, then we would open our hands that way. So instead of going this way where the fingers overlap, you let the palms of your hand overlap. That's this bit here. I wonder if we can fit a flying ladybird up there. I think, oh, I've just left enough room. So I need to cover my hand with red paint again. Here we are, all over the fingers. Yeah. Lots and lots and lots of red paint. We like red at Hands on Art. So I need to have one wing going that way. I need to press and press and press. Her wings are open because she's flying. And I need my cloth, which is now full of red paint. Get rid of all of that for a moment. So that was my right hand. Now I need to put all the red paint on my left hand, which for me is the trickier one. Pop it on here. Spread it all around, going in different directions, right and left, up and down. It's just so much fun painting your hands. There's my left hand all covered in paint. So now I can put the other wing on. So remember, we're going to put this part of the hand, the palm, over the top of the palm of this hand, of the right hand. I'm going to pop it on and then press, 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 press. Give my fingers a little wiggle. Ooh, that's a good one. And then I'm going to need to clean up my hands. I'm still saying hand a lot. There we are. I'll give them a proper wash when I've finished. So, she looks like she's diving downwards while she's flying, doesn't she? So we need to put a semicircle on this ladybird picture. So we go across and then we do a semicircle coming down like this. Wonderful. And then we've got the line again just to divide up her wings. There we are. And of course we need some spots. So dip my thumb into the black paint again, and I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 over here, and 1, 2, 3. I wonder if I could squeeze number 4 in. I pop another one there. Yay! 4 on this side, on the left hand side, and 3 on that side. That makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots on this ladybird. The one that's flying. Maybe they're buddies. And of course that one needs to know where she's going. So we do a spot and round, and a spot and a loop. And there are our 2 ladybirds. Now, of course, we could turn them upside down this way. And now our ladybird is flying upwards, and this one is resting but facing the other way. Would you like a closer look? There they are. Lots of fun. Now, there is another way to make a picture of a ladybird using something we haven't used yet. Instead of using your handprints, you could use your footprint. It is my footprint. You don't believe me? No. Shall I show you? There's my foot, all covered in paint. How silly is that? Oh, dearie me. It's about time we did some footprint animals, don't you think? In our hands-on art activity workshops. So, I painted my heel black and my foot red to make the ladybird, and now I can add the details. So, because we've already got the head painted, I'm going to pop the antennae on and a loop round and a spot on this side on the right and a loop round. And then we need to divide the wings up by having a line down the middle. And you know what? I'm going to turn this one into a love bug. And the way I'm going to do that is, instead of putting spots, I'm going to make hearts. So to do that, I need my finger. I might have to use my little finger because there's not an awful lot of space on there. It's quite narrow because it's a footprint, and it's quite narrow. Like if it was wide, it would be all the way out here. So I'm going to use my little finger and pop it in the black paint. There we go. And to make hearts, you need to make 2 prints that go almost like an arrow or a V shape. 1, 2, going in the other direction. Can you see? They look like little hearts. This is my love bug. And I can fit another one over here. If I dip it in lots of paint, I can get 2 prints each time. And I think I might even be able to fit another one on this side. There we go. There's my love bug. And here are his buddies. Maybe we could come up with some names. Maybe they should all start with L, because they are ladybirds. So we could have Leo, the ladybird, and Lawrence, the ladybird. We could have Laura or Layla. Oh, there are so many names beginning with L. I wonder if you can think of any more, and you could let me know. Well, I've had so much fun today with my handprint ladybirds and my love bug. Do you know, I would love to see your paintings. It would be great if you could ask your parents to put them on our Facebook page, or maybe send me a little email, and then I can do that and I can show lots of other people as well what you've been up to. I'm going to put a little reminder of our email address and Facebook page up on the screen now. And if you would like to join in any of the other activities that we have available from the Hands-On Art Studio, then you just need to go along to our website and click on the Click and Collect page. I do hope I will see you again very soon for another story time and painting activity. Take care now. Bye bye.